All right.
Long story short, they was getting a divorce, and she was like, "Well, he was taking other girls out and whatnot because my friend said she saw him." And her single friend just was like, "Hey, I see you dude out with a girl," and instead of like communicating with him or something, she put something in his drink to make him woozy and cut his hand and shit and broke his shit and left. And when they get to court, he was like, "Well, who you was out with?" And he was like out eating with like his first cousin or something that she knows.
Yeah.
And it was just like she went off and like even how the friend was disrespecting him. Well, you should have known that before you was out with a girl and all that. And it was like, bitch, you don't even know who the fuck I was out with.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Mind your damn business. No wonder
Hey,
you're single.
so I'm confused because the title "Married Women Shouldn't with Single Women." So the thing was he was out with his cousin,
Yeah.
and
So
so
the
he
thing
seen him
is,
out with another girl.
right? The single friend, his wife's single friend, saw him out eating with his cousin, but
She didn't know it was his cousin.
she didn't know it was his cousin. So
Okay.
she, the single friend, called his wife to tell her that he was out with some woman.
Mm,
You know,
pumped it up.
pro- look, it's a lot of problems. This is something we could chop down in a lot of
Oh
different
hell yeah!
situations. But on the RB, what's the first question you want to go with? Because I got questions too.
Why she didn't just ask him who it was?
The friend or the wife?
The wife.
Uh yeah, I'm with that. Picture it didn't happen. I tell my friends that all the time. If you could see my wife out with some dude and you like, yeah, she right here right now. My guys, I'm gonna just go strictly KO, because KO know my wife, damn near know all her friends.
Shout out KO.
Don't know all her cousins though. So if he saw her out with some dude, and I hope this never happens, that he sees her out with some dude, because KO ain't gonna send me a picture or say nothing about it. KO's like, oh, she's my friend too. He gonna go over to the table like, who the fuck is this? That's just his. And then she gonna laugh it off and be like, "This is my cousin so and so." And then he gonna be like, "Oh, he gonna be cool about it." And this, he gonna go to the side. Hey, you know, so and so. He still gonna hit me up about it. You know, Frank, who's Frank? Her cousin Frank. Oh yeah, that's her daddy's sister's son. Yeah. Oh, okay. I ain't just checking. She was out there with that thing. Oh yeah, I know. So it's
Hey, let me say this.
go
I,
ahead.
I've been with my wife about, let's see, my son gonna be 22, so about 23 years. And I ain't stepping out, and my wife don't know who the fuck I'm with. First of all, whether you 23 years or 1 year, if you going out, she gonna know who you out with. First of all, so ain't no questions to be asked. Simple as that. That's how I nip it in the butt from the start. And my wife know all my cousins because if you my wife, you my family. You know what I'm saying? So they say, oh, he was with some chick. Show me a picture. Oh, girl, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've learned, we're in our 40s, and if my wife got a single friend, then there's something wrong with that friend, and she ain't gonna be friends with that friend. Because first of all, she's gonna be jealous of the situation that me and my wife are in, and she's gonna be doing everything she can. We've been through that. I mean, that's a true story right there. You know what I mean? And they don't like to see it. So anything they can do to put salt in the water, they're gonna do. So my wife don't got no single friends because my friends are her friends, and we get along with we chill with people that are married and got kids, and we got stuff in common. Our thing, you know what I mean? Everybody relationship different, but I ain't gonna be stepping out of my. We go do what we want to do. We trust each other. So if I go, hey, I'm gonna go out with this dude, it's gonna be the truth. And why am I? She not gonna know who I'm out with.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I just know that. Um, I don't have a problem. My thing is this: I see an opportunity. I used to be quite the matchmaker in my day. And me and my wife, hey, let's throw. I don't know if y'all ever heard of these. Let's throw a singles party. We can host a singles party. Invite all our single friends here. The ultimate goal is to try to do matchmaking, because you know your friends, you know what kind of people your friends will hook up with and shit. Let's do a singles party. let's make mention. We write down who. All right, so and so is gonna hook up with so and so. They gonna start dating. No, them two they just gonna fuck. I know they nasty ass. They just gonna fuck. But these two they might have a real future. They might get married. Some shit like that, just to see what happens. I think that'll be a great thing to do in this summer. I think we might do that. Yeah, but anyway, I think that's the first question. You calling somebody, you take your friend. Do you take your friend's advice or your friend's word, or because she didn't ask no questions, she just automatically believed the friend and went ape shit on the husband. You don't give the husband a moment to retort, have, I mean, I don't even want to say come up with an excuse to explain to you what happened. Very simple. Just I was out with my cousin. Who? Rebecca. And if you still don't believe me, now you can call Rebecca and be like, "Hey girl, what you up to? So and so. Hey, when the last time you seen Ralph? Oh shit, we was just at the fucking eatery the other day. Oh, okay, all right. Well, shit, I gotta go. I'm gonna holler at you later. Very simple, simple fix. You done drug this man, cut his hair. You say cut his hair?
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Cut his hair. Well, did he have long flowing locks or some shit? Like I want to know all the details now.
Did he look like KO?
If he looked like KO, oh my god, she cut his dread.
I'm catching the case.
Bro, I would be worried about that lady if that was the case. But nah. But it's just that's hard. That's hard work. Let's do this. Let's try to each person come up with something. What you got, Jason G? You got that? I love this. I love seeing Jason G on the screen because he.
I mean, I got a couple of things.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I agree with my man's two bros, two perspective. Like, yo, communication, man. Like communication. Like, you gon' like my wife's gonna know where the fuck I'm at and who I'm with. So there's not gonna be any questions whether or not the friend has any opinions. Second of all, like, it sounds like both of these people in this relationship, dude included, like, if you marrying somebody that you don't know that's that crazy, that's on you, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I was gonna say that. I'd never marry a girl that would do that.
No, that's ridiculous. Because, like, if they don't believe you in the first place, you ain't got no trust. If I can't just go out somewhere and, oh, that's right, I forgot to tell you, blah, blah, blah. Nah, they cutting hair because they friend. Like, hell nah, bro. That's just a horrible fucking way to go. So, like, clearly he has fucking issues because he's with somebody that don't trust him. She clearly got trust issues. And the friend also just, like, apparently, like, being a mess because it's just like, I didn't seen some shit, so this is what I think. Like, nah. Like, first and foremost, so again, to answer the question, like, married women, of course, can have fucking single friends, but, like, you need to be very careful about who your friends are. Like, two bros, two perspectives, perspective. Like, you ain't gonna be friends for very long if that's the kind of shit you're doing.
Exactly. My wife already know to get that years ago, get that toxic shit out of her life, because all it does is cause problems.
Yeah, that's it. But now,
and let me ask you this real quick,
because
you said, obviously, you and your wife, y'all got a different relation. We had kids young, so we matured a little bit earlier. Now, is your wife going out with friends and you don't know what friends she's going out with? Or do you know when she's stepping out without you, who she's with?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I've never dated a woman like my wife. This lady right here, talk about naive. Let me tell you about me. I could find out this lady bought a hotel room we live in Fort Worth, in Dallas. And I could find out that her baby daddy was staying at the same hotel room in Dallas. And I could find out that the Cheaters crew is in town and everything. All signs point to she fucking somebody else. And I would not believe that she was fucking somebody else unless she told me. That's the woman I married.
But how do you know all this information? Because she told you, right?
And that's exactly the thing. Like, I wouldn't be looking for that information.
You're not hearing it from a friend that happened to see them their two cars at the hotel.
Right.
Exactly. So that goes back to my man.
If she had a friend that called me on some, y'all just seen your wife at the spot, I'm like, what you doing at the spot? That's what I'm thinking, because my mind is going to that. Like, at a hotel? You just randomly was at a hotel that you see my wife at. You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah, that woman is a 101, because I've never had no woman like that. It was always like if somebody said something, it'll creep in the back of my mind. Like I might not say nothing. I'll be like, "What the fuck was she at?"
You know, it's like my brother, the other half of the two bros. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he had, and shit, he probably gonna be
He gonna
mad,
be on my
you know,
ass.
but he had a vasectomy,
That's good.
and his wife got pregnant after that. But check this out. That's the kid that looks exactly like him. And I said, look, bro, you're my brother, so I'm gonna just ask you straight up. Which of course, people talking. He said, look, Steven, I ain't got no reason to think my wife would ever step out on me.
Yeah.
I said, that's all I need to hear. And even the doctor admitted, hey, nothing's 100%. You know what I mean? So, and that's for me, that's a God's blessing. And that little
Right.
girl looked more to him than anything,
Yeah.
than any of his three boys. You know what I'm saying? So, like goes back to you. You know, like you said, my wife, I ain't got no reason to think. I'm with my wife all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I can say without a doubt, that's a God's blessing right there.
I'm gonna ask the residential couple though. The residential couple, the married couple here, Jason Michael, is Kim out there with you tonight? Huh? Yeah. So what is y'all perspective? I want both sides. If this I'll just stick with it. This situation by itself, would it work? Would it come through? Like, how would y'all handle that situation? Because I just want to know. Because I told y'all how it would happen in my house, but it's y'all house. The question is, married women shouldn't have single friends, and let's do it vice versa. Married men shouldn't have single friends. What do y'all think about that?
You go first.
I mean, I don't think there's any reason that I shouldn't be allowed to have single friends. Like, I'm gonna defriend someone just because they're single and I'm not. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. Because if I'm married, then my husband should trust me. So, sorry about the dog. She just cannot.
Hey, she got to play.
She's ridiculous. I feel like if I'm married, then my husband should trust me. So why would I select my friends based on their relationship status? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
And also, if my husband is out with a woman, then I would know what woman that is before he went out with her. So if it were his cousin, I would know that he's going out with his cousin. If for some reason he'd be out with a woman that I don't know that he's out with, then he's doing something wrong, because I would know about it.
Yeah, should have been communicated. Okay.
And if I'm out with my cousin, most likely my wife gonna be there too.
Right.
Well, yeah,
Right.
in our situation too, that would probably be.
Because why would I feel comfortable going out with my female cousin to begin with?
But we have a small child, and so maybe his cousin lives nearby. Maybe they would want to go out to dinner, and that would be completely fine. But I would know about it ahead of time. Like, that wouldn't be something that I wouldn't know about. So for it to be brought up later, like that was my cousin, that's shady to begin with.
The same thing for you, Jason. Though, what you think about it on the other side?
I know my wife, and I know that she's not going to go out with any of her single friends without telling me about it. Like, I would know who it was that she was with. And our circle of friends and family is small. So if she likes to be at home, we got this nice new house and everything. Maybe that would have been different when we first met, but now we're married with kids and a nice home. And so it doesn't really apply to us now, because we would rather be here, like on screen with y'all, than out at the club or the bar, or, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me tell you like this. I'm Hispanic. I'm old school. My wife's old school. We ain't got no friends no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's family, right?
My wife is free to do. My wife works. She contributes. She's free to do whatever. If she says, "Hey, I'm gonna go have drinks with this person. I'm gonna go get my hey, baby, go do what you're gonna do." If I say I'm gonna go have a drink over here, she's gonna tell me to go. But my wife, we ain't got no friends. Our family, our 4 boys. Now we're recent new grandparents, and our family. That's our. Thank you. That's our family. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we got free time, that's just us. Like I said, I'm coming from a Hispanic point of view, you know, and I always say that I got one of the last Hispanic women with the old values. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She works 40, 50 hours a week, still cooks, cleans. Not that I expect it, so I ain't being misogynist and shit like that. But that's just how we grew up. And as a wife, that's just what I was looking for. And if we got extra time, we spending it together,
Yeah, yeah.
straight up.
All
But
right.
you know, if we didn't have no kids at a young age, yeah, we'd probably be out there partying and doing our thing. But
My
kids
wife
change
tell me
everything.
that. My wife
I
tell
ain't
me
even
that shit
gonna
all the
lie. I
time.
ain't even gonna lie. When I do leave for 4 to 6 hours to go somewhere and hang out, I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friend. And I'm talking about a friend who like watched our child and like gave me a spot to sleep. Like that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna use that one. I'm playing.
Hey, if I tell my wife I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, she chopping my shit off.
She gonna beat your
You know,
ass.
you lying, motherfucker.
Oh, Dungeons and Dragons, huh? Okay. You trying to hide the dragon, motherfucker. Nah. Okay. I was saying, I want to ask. Okay.
if I go fishing, it ain't by myself. I'm taking one of the boys with me.
Hey, now we fishing.
I
She
definitely,
already knows we
I
going
damn
with.
sure, yeah, I damn sure do that. I take my kids usually. If it's not one, it's not all of them. It's one. If
Right,
I go out
right.
of town,
You got to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, she knows my best friend, which is my son's godfather. And if I say I'm going with compadre over here, she already knows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I say I'm going surfing with my friend in Jacksonville, right? She knows that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, let me go to the main antagonist of the group. I want RB. RB? What do you think about this? What do you think about this single women shouldn't have friends situation?
If you got friends that want to see you fail, then you shouldn't. Because if you watch the video, old girl wanted it to be the worst, so they could team up against him, and that might be her own insecurities with the men she's dealt with. But she, it's like almost she needed that because she was talking shit to him in court. Well, you shouldn't have been there, and it's like you don't know what the fuck I had going on.
Did the dude ever say anything to the wife about who he was with before court, or did he was like, I'm gonna make a fool of your ass?
I don't think so because I think he picked his cousin up because his cousin boyfriend be whooping her ass. So he changed the scenery, and that's how they end up being out together with his cousin.
How much of an asshole do you feel when something like that happened? That ooh.
But the thing,
And she still was sitting there talking shit in the courtroom.
but the thing is, you don't key nobody up. She keyed that lady up first, and she shouldn't have allowed herself to be keyed up. But you key somebody up, but then you don't even holler at them or nothing. That's
That
how
is
I've been
bullshit.
saying lately. That's a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it don't matter what you do, whatever. Once you should never get physical or put your hands on nobody else. That don't justify nothing.
That shit's hardcore though. That's fucked up.
So who won
That
the
man
case?
hair, bro. Yeah, left for real. Who won the case?
Oh, he won.
Oh, he won. Good.
Oh, he won.
That's fucked up. She cut his
But
hair.
he win.
Did you see his hair?
He had damn haircut though.
I wonder
What
he
he
looked
win
like
though?
before. Did he go from a Steve to a Jason G or what? Like what was the hair situation?
Yeah, he went to. He had little high top. I think he sued her for like what a few $1,000, and so I forgot what it was,
Shit, a
but
year's supply of haircuts or something.
shit.
Hey, that's expensive, man.
Put sleeping pills in his coffee.
Ooh, and you drugged me. That's what is that? Assault? That's assault,
Hey,
right?
you know what would have been justice though?
What? Please tell me.
No, like clearly, if you gonna cut my hair, I get to cut your hair.
Oh, you went
Hey,
WWE.
but imagine if a man would have put sleeping pills in her drink.
Oh yeah, done deal. I mean, and see, this is something that we try not to get into no more. We used to love doing it, but we try not to get into it no more. The male versus female perspective of things
Okay, okay.
because, but no, but seriously, if this was if the story was the opposite direction, and
That'd be attempted
they
rape.
wouldn't even listen to the whole story. You
They,
know what I
they,
mean?
they did it to rape her.
Yeah, like oh, you try to rape her, like it's my wife. What the fuck?
Oh,
Even if
he
you could
probably
have,
say he probably would say he raped her.
that's crazy. That's crazy work.
But yeah, let's not go that route. I feel
Yeah,
you on that.
yeah.
No,
All right.
I got that's more of a you problem than a me problem. Somebody can tell me something about a lot of people, a lot of things, but till I start believing it, that's where the problem lies. If I say I trust you, it don't matter what somebody tell me, because I'm not gonna just believe it on the outset. And if I start believing anything somebody tells me, or don't even talk to you about, hey, this was being said, what not? Maybe I don't need to be around your ass.
I remember it was a situation that you had where somebody told you some information, and your response baffled me at first, but it made sense. Somebody told you that somebody was talking shit about you, and you asked them, why do they feel comfortable enough to talk shit about me around you? And that's something that stuck with me for a long time. Um, it's just that. Uh, the best friend don't respect the husband, don't respect her, because if you come at her with this kind of stuff instead of going to, you should have took pictures, sent it to her, let her handle it the way she want to handle it instead of being subjective or suggestive on how he should handle or how she should handle the situation, and even in court still bitching and yapping. And when he's giving his explanation, it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Hey, let me
Like,
get a little deep. Let me get a little deep on you.
go ahead, go
Let me
ahead.
ask. Let me ask this: who got sons and who got daughters? Because I got 4 boys, and my
Ooh.
wife be hating that shit too, and she be like, "I'll be damned if some little bitch fucking fuck my kid over by accusing them of some shit when she was doing." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me ask that: having a son or having a daughter, does that come into play on how you look at this whole situation?
I raise my daughters to understand the mind of boys, and I do the same with my boys. I have boys and girls, plurals and plurals. Three girls, 2 boys, and my boys, so hopefully, raised to be respectful towards women, respectful to themselves, and respectful to everybody around them. Respect the family. My daughters, the same as that. But when I tell my boys something, I make sure to tell my daughters the same thing. My boys are 14, girl 12. Boy 7, girl 6. Girl 2. So the boy to girl, same ages damn near. So they get the same conversations. Jeremiah, don't blah blah blah. You know why? Because as a young black man, we're in a predominantly white neighborhood. Yeah, you smart at school, and oh, they're gonna tell you how well spoken you are and all that shit. I'm not finna be the one that put it in his head that when people say that it's keyword for, oh, fuck nigga, you cool. I'm gonna tell him, hey, take that as a compliment and keep going forward with it. Because the reality is, I know everybody should be able to tell that when people say shit like that, it's very derogatory. But to them, it's not. They're not trying to say it like that. It's just, you know how we say, that's how they raise. That's how they raise. But they're complimenting you, so take the compliment, but understand that that's what it is. And I tell my daughters the same thing. My daughter is half white. My oldest daughter, she's half white. So I was like, look, I get it. It's cool to hang out with your black friends, and if they throw around the N word, because damn sure your daddy do. I try not to say it around you, but I'm sure I do. I don't want to hear you saying it, and it's not a I'm half black thing. No, it's a I'm half white thing. I don't want to hear you saying it. To your friends and all that stuff, I don't want them to see you as the little girl who, oh, when I hang out with Hayden, I say nigga all the time. And it's like, nah, that's not the vibe I want for you. So I give them all this information back and forth. The sex talks haven't had to have them yet. But 14, I know I was discovering myself at 14. I knew what how it felt. I knew what a female felt like at 14. So I know it's time for the boy, and we had the self love talk. So we trended in the right direction. With my oldest daughter, she already started her cycle. So I'm like, gotta talk about it. So yeah, the conversation. I feel like whether it's a boy or a girl, you should have the same exact conversation with him because one, you don't want your son to be a chauvinistic asshole, and for two, you don't want your daughter to allow herself to be a victim of a chauvinistic asshole.
Or to make somebody like your son a victim when he the accuser when he's actually not.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Don't
Because I
put
see what you're
yourself in
saying.
that
You got both
situation.
sides.
Yeah.
So you make sure your son don't put himself in that position, but you make sure that your daughter also knows, hey, just like your brother, there's other guys
Don't
out
be that
there.
girl.
Exactly.
Go
Because
ahead,
you don't
Jason.
want that other girl to do that to your brother type shit.
Facts. If you
Yeah.
don't want that to happen to him, don't do that to some other dude. Right.
Exactly.
Same thing with the girl. What you got, Jason Michael? You're muted too, Jason. Jason? Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah. You had your hand up. What you got? It was up
He
for a
forgot.
long time. I forgot.
Yeah, it was a while back.
All right, let me give you the basics. We're talking about the girl, the shit. Yeah. It's a lot, man. Matter of fact, shout out to this Parmesan Red Berry.
Hey, my bad too, man. This is my first live. You know me, I could talk. The way we do our YouTube is different. Ours is based off talking.
Y'all
So
see
my
that
bad.
You can talk, but Sly Fox long-winded ass. Make
I know it was me. It was me.
Hey, so my bad if I'm cutting people off and taking people's thoughts away. My bad.
Trust and believe. We do it in the most friendly way. We be like, all right, well, time out. Let's let somebody, we had this thing. We had a 2-minute time limit before. We kind of cut that because some people would get right into the groove of they shit and be like, all right, 2 minutes. And we like,
It's 11:16. Let's get to the video.
Let's do it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's get to the video. Let's do it.
Oh, I don't have the video. We was talking about it.
RB got it.
RB was telling us.
What? Video?
Oh shit! You know what?
What happened?
Steve had started to talk, and then RB had talked, and he muted. Do you remember what you was about to say, Steve?
No, I don't. I really don't. I'm sorry.
But we was basically still on the topic of because how we go. We talk about this, and then it's like the fucking timeline on Marvel.
I just feel like that video it's going to get us like 30 minutes of content. So
this is what and we don't need that. We got other topics.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah.
What is we talking about actually right now? We still talking about.
We're talking about the wedding video, the baby shower video.
What?
I'm not in charge.
We're not talking about no damn baby shower video. We talking about the dude. We talking about
we talking about the dude that killed 6 people.
No, we not. No, we not.
I'm just messing with you.
I heard you, Kim. I just want to let you know, Kim.
But she said you ain't in charge.
Thank you.
No, we talking about the friend.
They should be having to tell me too.
I'm saying since what time we're at, I'm saying we should get into the video.
That's what you want.
It's gonna take a decent amount of content.
Got you. Now, we had talked about that lady in Beaumont. No, we was talking about that lady because the last thing that RB was talking about was that lady who took a picture with the dude, the dead baby daddy's car.
Yeah.
He was talking about the dead baby daddy car and how people get on the internet and do all that stupid shit and talking about how kids are raised and all this. That's how we got to that. But yes, again, we got to that from what we talked about in the beginning when it was the baby mom, the sister, the best friend telling the wife that she saw the husband out was with a woman and she took
because it was single friends and all that stuff.
Right. That's how we do that. But it's the social media shit though. The social media shit brings it further and all that stuff. But that is a fucked up story about the baby dad shit because people grow the fuck up, man. You had a baby with this dude, so it could be that damn bad. And I mean, and I feel like the same way with dudes talking about they dirty ass baby mamas. I'm like, was she dirty when you was doing it though? Because I mean.
Well, that'd be the first thing I'd be asking.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's man, her pussy stink, but you still did it.
But you, that's your baby mama though. All right, fuck it. I think this this one has come to an end. Jason G, you had put your hand. I seen this right here. Then you pulled back. You was good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna run this one.